Sedona, Arizona. This may look like a place that's out of a movie, but it exists in Arizona, USA. Humans have been living here for almost 11,000 years, and it has a reputation for being a mystical, spiritual place. I spent 3 days in Sedona looking at some of its most beautiful places and discovering some of its secrets. Long before this land was a popular tourist destination, it was home to ancient indigenous tribes and later American settlers. Today, we're going to explore this unique place and learn about its history while seeing some of its most incredible spots. This is Sedona. So behind me is Montezuma Castle, and this place is super old. It has nothing to do with Montezuma, or it's not even a castle. It was an apartment building for the Sinagua people in the year like 1100, but it's just incredible, and it really just goes to show like why this place is seen as such a mystical place. In fact, the Sedona area is covered by ancient ruins. The Sinagua people mysteriously disappeared after hundreds of years of development. A little over 100 years after the Sinaguans left the Sedona area, the Spanish came. So one thing that Sedona is known for is being a place with energy vortexes. That is basically a place where you sort of feel your energy, your spirit come alive, and you kind of have this very surreal experience. Behind me is Bell Rock, which is one of the energy vortexes. Now personally, I'm not a big believer in these sort of things, but I'm not gonna let my biases get in the way, and we're gonna go check it out, and let's see if I feel anything. But let's just go see. Sedona has been regarded as a place that is sacred and powerful for a very long time. People flock from all parts of the globe to come here and experience the cosmic forces that are said to come from the red rocks. The vortexes are thought to be centers of energy that are helpful to healing, meditation, and self-exploration. There are 4 vortexes in Sedona: Airport Mesa, Cathedral Rock, Bell Rock, and Boynton Canyon. So while I'm not necessarily feeling the energy vortex energy, there's definitely a different sense of tranquility and peacefulness out here. It is a really, really special place. So, about to make it to the base of Bell Rock. Definitely think I took the long way to get here, but it was definitely worth it. I saw a lot more cool stuff, and let's go check out this energy vortex. So a lot of the history from the vortex idea comes from Native American culture, and I think in 1987, a bunch of people came out here to have a harmonic convergence, and it was one of the beginnings of the vortex culture here in Sedona. But I think the more important part of the story is the indigenous culture and the people who lived here centuries ago. Another great place to visit in Sedona is Thunder Mountain. It was given this name because it's struck by lightning thousands of times a year. So let's just hope that doesn't happen today. I see a strange looking building off in the distance, and I want to investigate it. The building is in fact a Buddhist shrine, not just a building, so I had no idea this was here. Pretty cool discovery. This Buddhist peace park was established in 2004. It adds another element to Sedona's spiritual reputation. So I forgot to switch into the right hiking shoes, and every step on this hike has been terrifying, but I would totally do it again, even in my Skechers. By the time I did this hike, I was pretty tired, so I did the loop around Little Sugarloaf Trail by Thunder Mountain, which is about half a mile. It was a great place to enjoy the sunset, but I need to get some rest so I can see more sights tomorrow. So it's day 2 here in Sedona, and I'm off to find the birthing cave. Apparently it got its name because maybe the people who lived here in the past, the natives, would have birthing rituals there, but I also read that may not be true. It also might be because the cave looks like part of a woman. I definitely think I took the long path instead of the short path, which seems to be a common theme on my hikes. Accidentally going on the slightly longer path, but definitely worth it. I get to walk around this beautiful, beautiful rock. Even if this wasn't the quickest way to get to the birthing cave, this is honestly one of the coolest hikes I've been on. I love walking around these mountains and it's really beautiful. So let me show you some of the scenery. So we made it to this junction. We're like 3/4 of the way there. I'm really excited to see this place, but before we get there, let me tell you a little bit about Sedona. We've discussed the ancient history of Sedona, but now I'm going to tell you how Sedona got its name. Couple TC and Sedona Schneble traveled from Kansas in late 1901 to build a house in the Sedona area. In fact, TC's brother, Dorsey Schneble, was the one who discovered the Red Rock country while looking for an ideal place to live. Residents of the town would often complain to TC about how awful the mail service was there, so he decided to file an application to establish a post office. After going over many different names, he decided to name the post office Sedona, after his wife. Made it inside the birthing cave. Definitely took the wrong trail here, but it was so worth it. Took forever, but this place is awesome, and the view is incredible. All right, the next stop is the Boynton Energy Vortex. I didn't feel the energy yesterday, but let's give it a second chance. So we're walking to the Boynton Canyon Vista to check out another amazing view here in Sedona. So I made it up top to the Boynton Canyon overlook, and honestly this view is just incredible. I almost missed this walking up here. Can't say I'm feeling much spiritual energy, but I am really hungry. So I should probably go take care of that. So, last day in Sedona. I thought I'd start off by checking out the Pulaski Heritage Site and learn a little bit more about the indigenous people that used to live here. It's really fascinating and a very important part of Sedona and its history. Pulaski was one of the largest cliff dwellings of the Red Rock country. They were built from 1100 to 1400 CE. There are tons of really cool cave drawings here. I do not remember petroglyphs. I don't remember the word, but this place is fascinating. Sadly, visitation to the area has caused degradation to the settlements. Photographs from the early 1900s show that at least 70% of the original structures are gone. The dwellings were built under cliffside overhangs for shelter and winter sun. Fun fact, as we're on our way to the next destination, Sedona, Arizona is the only place in the world with a McDonald's that does not have yellow arches. Alright, that's enough time spent at McDonald's. Let's get out of here. So behind me is the Chapel of the Holy Cross, which is an awesome building here in Sedona. It's a church carved into the mountainside. So I think you should come check it out, even if you aren't religious. It's just really amazing architecture. But if you hate religion and architecture, this probably is not the place for you. So the last thing we're going to do here in Sedona before I head out is hike the Jordan Trailhead up this rock right here. I found this trail on accident. It looks awesome. So let's go check it out. Let's watch the sunset. Traveling really has a way of opening our eyes to the diversity and wonders of the world. I encourage you all to step out of your comfort zones and create memories that will last forever. Sedona, with its amazing red rock formations, spiritual energy, and vortexes, is a destination that truly captures the essence of travel. Traveling reminds us that we are part of a much larger global community. All right, everyone, the sun is setting here in Sedona. The bugs are out. I'm getting bit like crazy. It's starting to get really annoying. But other than that, Sedona has been amazing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna be going to a lot more places, a lot more adventures to be had, so hit that like button and subscribe. But before you head out, let's go find a nice place to view the sunset.